meditation involves the kindling and the illumination of awareness as it accesses itself to the reflex of being we call the mind, the qualities of being, qualities of mind, the qualities of awareness are intangible by definition, but our experience of them is essentially our life. It is our ability to join with these intangibles within ourselves and employ them in our movement through the terrain of life. That qualifies the experiences that we have in life as to be success and failure. The attempts and efforts we make to break out of this dense forest of confusion and obscuration. What are we driven by? The sense that we are lacking something. Something is unknown. What causes that impression? Did anybody tell you that? No, it's something that you feel instinctively. It's as if, well, meditation is, the process of meditation is volcanic. There is an immense force deep within the being that is seeking release. It surges from within, and it follows the path of least resistance. That where it breaks, this force reveals itself. Yet oddly enough, this force, which is essentially the intangible quality of God, the self, the soul, reveals itself in the weakness of the strata of our being, because this volcanic surge follows the path of least resistance. It's this surging force coming through from within that begins to reveal the dark spots, the weak spots. This is another thing that people at times are often confused with in the spiritual path, and why everybody understands fundamentally that it is difficult. If you were to talk to any person on the street about the possibility of spiritual unfoldment, spiritual development, there's always a glimmer of attraction right next to a glimmer of fear. Because everyone knows that it's hard, but they don't know why it's hard. This is one of the paradoxes of the spiritual evolution that is heightened to a very acute sense in meditation. This volcanic quality follows the path of least resistance. That which is weak is the place where the spirit breaks through first. You would think it would appear at the point of strength. Most people are, but it's the place where you are not 1 or 2 stiff shots per lifetime. Maybe 5 or 6. If they're adventurous, 10. 10 big changes in a single life is a lot for most people. Yet you will find, if you decide to engage this path, you will go through hundreds of transformations of bone-rattling quality. Because these parts of yourself are constantly being revealed, and the new incoming parameters must be joined. There is, at one point or another, a moment in every being's lives where, having gone through repeated cycles of repetition that the hunger for something else begins, and you're set in motion. Meditation is this incredibly organic process. It is not mechanical. It will not respond to a mechanical methodology. If you seek to place this rigid mechanical template across the incredible chaotic convolution that is life in all its beauty and brutality and intensity, all you'll do is just end up moving in a single direction for a while without even taking in the ground you're covering. You can't take a coercive attitude with yourself in the sense of this inner lash of the whip, because the entire system is set up to be responsive to this, to inner unfoldment of data. Meditation is essentially a term for a process where one becomes aware of one's own nature. And through this process, this volcanic process of revelation, only a responsive and organic feel for the road will work. There is a reality to what you are that is vivid and self-apparent. Oftentimes we're very caught up in what we think we are or what we want to be, and we gloss across the reality and live in the dream. The difficulty of making the reality match the dream being so daunting, we play this game of forgetfulness with reality and stay in the dream. Meditation is a step-by-step, seed-by-seed, observation-by-observation, flow of experiences that reveals yourself to yourself. There are three basic areas where this process unfolds. As we meditate, the kinds of meditation and the experiences of meditation and the quality of experience. How meditation acts. If you meditate as you've meditated with me for any period of time, you've noticed that meditation, all we do is meditate, but that word meditation covers a lot of action with lots of different qualities. So, the first of the principles is the function. What is the function of the meditation, a given experience of meditation at a given time? There are times when meditation is dynamic and very much like a doing, where you will be acquiring an aspect of self, be it either in the sphere of awareness, mind, in the sphere of energy, speech, or in the sphere of form or body. There are many qualities of transformation that need to be accounted for. Because what we're dealing with in the process of meditation is each component of being which, until this process happens, your average human being is dormant and unawakened. Therefore, they are only dealing with a fraction of their potential. Their entire being rests in this dormant cycle of yet to be realized potential. Yet as we more of ourselves awaken, this force of reality has this effect of making the experience very vivid. We're not dealing with the abstraction of intensity. We feel the texture of the moment hit us with extreme presence. The moment is bright. It would be very impractical to go to its highest note in the first quality, because in the first moment, because of the likelihood of throwing everything into imbalance. So things kind of just switch on and then they pot up. So it's a function of meditation. Increase of awareness, the awakening of that which is dormant. Purification of the components of being. Second area where meditation occurs in principle is which parts of the character, which parts of the personality are brought into play. What part of ourselves is engaged? What part of ourselves is offline? When you're around a person, or if you get to know people, you become aware of their strengths and weaknesses, what the slant of their personality is, what the order of magnitude of which qualities of their character are hot, which qualities of their character are cold. What is the line of habitual recourse that they apply their psychology to the various components of their life. As you can see, I'm speaking in the greatest general, sweeping principles, because of course, to start dissecting the psyche is a year's discussion, at least. We're looking at this tonight as just an overarching view of how meditation affects and acts within us. The different aspects of the psychology unfold in meditation, which of course is where the most intense triggers are. Psychology, and connected to the heat of meditation, is unbelievable force. And psychology always has its day. There is no way you can get around these forces within yourself.